Everyone talks about becoming a millionaire, but very few understand what that truly demands. The word success is thrown around casually, as if wealth appears through chance, timing, or pure luck. Yet the reality is far more demanding and far more empowering. Millionaire success begins long before money ever appears. It starts with a way of thinking that separates those who rise from those who remain where they are. Most people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect conditions. They believe confidence comes first and action follows. In truth, action creates confidence and waiting only reinforces doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence or background, but the willingness to move forward despite uncertainty. Wealth is built by those who act when clarity is incomplete and fear is present. The journey to millionaire success is not comfortable, glamorous, or easy. It challenges identity, patience, and belief. It demands the ability to delay gratification in a world obsessed with instant rewards. While others seek comfort, growth demands discomfort. While others seek security, success requires risk. Every meaningful financial breakthrough begins with the decision to leave what feels safe in pursuit of what is possible. There is a hard truth rarely discussed. Most people are not held back by lack of opportunity, but by limited thinking. Comfort zones quietly destroy ambition. Excuses feel reasonable, but they slowly erode potential. The mind either becomes a weapon for progress or a prison of self-doubt. Millionaire success is not about having more, it is about becoming more. Discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation fades, but discipline builds momentum. Wealth grows when habits align with long-term vision, not short-term pleasure. Every hour wasted, every decision avoided, and every fear entertained has a cost. Time passes whether it is used wisely or not, and those who understand this treat each day as an investment rather than an obligation. Millionaire success is not reserved for a select few. It belongs to those who choose responsibility over blame, action over hesitation, and growth over comfort. The moment excuses end, progress begins. The moment responsibility is accepted, power is gained. This is where the path truly starts. Not with money, but with a decision to think differently, act intentionally, and commit fully to becoming more than yesterday. Millionaire success is built first in the mind, long before it shows in results. The way money is viewed, opportunity is recognized, and challenges are handled determines the level of success reached. Those who achieve extraordinary wealth understand one fundamental truth: thinking must evolve before income ever does. Without a shift in mindset, effort remains scattered and progress stays limited. Most people are trained to think in terms of limits, limited time, limited money, limited ability. This way of thinking creates fear-based decisions and small ambitions. Millionaire thinking replaces limitation with possibility. Instead of asking what is affordable, the focus shifts to what is achievable through learning, strategy, and persistence. Growth begins the moment excuses are replaced with responsibility footage. Problems are no longer seen as setbacks, but as signals for innovation. Every obstacle contains a lesson, and every failure carries information. Rather than avoiding mistakes, success-oriented minds study them. They extract value, adjust direction, and move forward stronger. This approach transforms pressure into power and turns adversity into an advantage. A crucial mindset difference lies in value creation. Wealth is not about accumulation alone. It is about contribution. Those who reach millionaire success focus on solving problems at scale. The greater the problem solved, the greater the reward that follows. Money becomes a reflection of usefulness, not a goal chased blindly. When value increases, income naturally follows. Patience plays a critical role. Results do not appear instantly, and progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. This is where most people quit. Millionaire thinking understands compounding how small actions repeated consistently create massive outcomes over time. The ability to stay committed when rewards are delayed separates long-term winners from short-term quitters. Self-education becomes a daily discipline. Learning never stops because growth never stops. Skills are sharpened, perspectives expanded, and knowledge applied relentlessly. Instead of fearing competition, confidence is built through competence. The stronger the skill set, the greater the independence from circumstance. Most importantly, belief shifts from external validation to internal conviction. Approval is no longer required. Doubt is acknowledged but not obeyed. Confidence grows through action, not perfection. Every step taken reinforces identity, and identity shapes behavior. When thinking aligns with growth, decisions follow naturally. This mindset shift is not a one-time change. It is a daily commitment. Thoughts are monitored, habits are refined, and standards are raised. Millionaire success becomes inevitable when thinking is disciplined, vision is clear, and growth becomes non-negotiable. Mindset creates direction, but discipline turns direction into results. Without action, even the strongest vision remains unrealized. So, millionaire success is built through execution, consistent, focused, and intentional. It is not the result of dramatic moments, but of daily choices made with purpose and control. Discipline begins with ownership of time. Every hour is either invested or wasted. Decid. Those who achieve lasting wealth understand that time is the most valuable asset because it never returns. Priorities are protected, distractions are eliminated, and energy is focused on activities that produce growth. Progress accelerates when effort is aligned with impact. Consistency matters more than intensity. Short bursts of effort may create excitement, but only steady action creates results. Small, repeated actions compound into powerful outcomes over time. This is where patience becomes discipline in motion. Progress may feel slow, but momentum builds quietly until results become undeniable. Action also requires courage. Fear is not eliminated. It is managed. Waiting for confidence leads nowhere, because confidence is a byproduct of action. Every bold step weakens fear and strengthens belief. Mistakes are not avoided, but used as feedback. Adjustments are made, lessons are applied, and forward movement continues. Discipline demands structure. Clear goals replace vague desires. Systems replace reliance on motivation. When habits are intentional, success becomes predictable. Wealth is not built on inspiration alone, but on routines that function even when motivation is absent. The process becomes more important than the outcome, because the process produces the outcome. Sacrifice plays a necessary role. Immediate gratification is delayed in favor of future control. Every decision is measured against a larger vision. When actions align with purpose, discipline feels less like restriction and more like commitment. Focus becomes a competitive advantage. Multitasking is replaced with mastery. Instead of chasing many opportunities, attention is concentrated on the few that matter most. Progress accelerates when effort is not divided. Discipline protects momentum by eliminating unnecessary noise. Setbacks are inevitable, but quitting is optional. Discipline keeps momentum alive during slow periods. It creates stability when emotions fluctuate. Wealth is not built in perfect conditions. It is built through persistence in imperfect ones. This level of discipline transforms identity. Reinforce belief. Belief reinforces behavior, and behavior shapes results. Over time, success becomes less about effort and more about alignment. When discipline and action become habits, millionaire success is no longer a distant goal. It becomes a natural outcome. This is the moment where intention must become decision. Knowledge without action changes nothing. Insight without commitment fades quickly. Millionaire success does not begin someday. It begins the instant responsibility is fully accepted. The future is shaped by choices made now, not by plans delayed until conditions feel perfect. Decide to raise standards. Refuse to settle for average thinking, average effort, or average results. Growth demands a higher level of discipline, focus, and belief. Every day presents a choice. Repeat the habits that maintain the current reality, or create new ones that build a stronger future. Progress begins when comfort is challenged and limits are questioned. Take control of direction. Define clear goals and align actions with them relentlessly. Stop waiting for motivation and build systems that operate regardless of mood. Invest time in learning, skill development, and self-mastery. Every hour used intentionally compounds into long-term advantage. Momentum favors those who move consistently, not those who hesitate. Psych sheet. Accept full ownership of outcomes. Blame weakens power. Responsibility strengthens it. Every result is feedback, not failure. Adjust strategies, refine execution, and keep moving forward. The path will test patience, confidence, and resolve, but persistence transforms pressure into progress. Those who stay committed through uncertainty gain an edge that cannot be taught. Surround effort with purpose. Wealth without direction lacks meaning, but purpose fuels endurance. Build something that creates value, solves real problems, and serves beyond personal gain. When actions are driven by contribution, fulfillment and success rise together. Money becomes a tool, not the destination. Act before certainty arrives. Confidence grows through movement, not waiting. Fear loses control when action is taken despite it. Progress rewards courage, not perfection. Every step forward strengthens belief and sharpens clarity. Momentum replaces doubt when action becomes consistent. The opportunity is available, but it must be claimed. No permission is required. No approval is needed. The decision to commit fully belongs here and now. Start with what is available, improve along the way, and remain relentless in pursuit of growth. Millionaire success is not reserved for a select few. It is earned by those who refuse to quit, refuse to settle, and refuse to surrender responsibility for their future. Take the step. Commit to the process. Build the discipline. Create the value. The journey begins now, and the outcome is shaped by what happens next.